Hey, even leading into that, like I put it on my channel. My question is, what do you guys think about Kendricks? You know what I'm saying? Like he is that cover linebacker. He's a veteran. He's an All-Pro, Pro
But how
Bowl.
much he costing? Because that's the
He might
problem.
cost $10 million there, right? We got two free agent linebackers. We got
He's
TJ
a free agent now, so it's like he's
and
kind of
TJ Edwards.
negotiate that. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, if you thought you lost a step, I was looking at some of the stats from last year, and it's like he upped his game in the run stopping, but he lowered his game a little bit in the coverage side of it. But I'm just saying, in general, like, they didn't want to pay him $10 million. It was like nine, something, whatever. They didn't want to pay him $10 million. Like, you can let both of those guys walk. We can let TJ walk. You can let Kaiser White walk, and you can just re-sign a guy like Kendricks. We already know what he can do. I guess he had a bad season last year, but hello, he's been an All-Pro. He's been like one of the best linebackers since he's been in the league. We had his brother over here, and his brother wasn't that bad, So I think we should think about that, man. I really like him. I think we should go ahead and pair him up with N'Kobe Dean and Hassan Reddick, and those be our three linebackers moving forward, like straight up. Like Kendricks is a beast.
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
What you got to say about it? Let's hear a reply.
No, I mean, I love it in theory, but I'm just thinking about, I want to plug as many holes through the draft because we strap for cash. Mm-hmm. We strap.
Yep.
So if he's taking up 10 mil, we got other positions we got to pay. It ain't just Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
That's why I'm saying all season.
Because Jalen Hurts, you're this guy named Jalen freaking Hurts that looking at Geno getting paid and Derek Carr getting paid.
Derek Carr,
even like the Jalen thing won't even start till next year. Like we didn't
I'm not even talking about Jalen, but I'm saying we got little so. Okay, let's say we get Chauncey. If we spend $10 million, you say he wanted $10 million.
No, that's what they cut him at.
That's why they cut him. So
take up $10 million. Yeah. So y'all saying we could get him for a little bit cheaper?
We probably could get him for cheaper. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
a 1-year prover deal. You know how we like to make them 1-year prover deals, and that's the next guy on the roster. Is like, go ahead and go get Kendricks. Everybody think he fell off a little bit, and he might have.
But if we can keep TJ, I would rather keep TJ because TJ has been on this team. We need as much continuity as we can.
But TJ and White, neither one of those guys ever even they're not even close to being a Kendricks.
But y'all trying to switch this.
Never been also. That's what I'm trying to say. We like TJ because he led the league in tackling, but we had that in Singleton. He didn't do nothing for us. We had that when we put that other dude up, Wilson. He didn't do nothing for us. Like the leading tackle of the year, that don't mean really nothing.
Okay, BG, the devil is better than the devil you don't. You just said man's had an off year. He's getting up there in age. TJ is still in that prime ripe age for us. We did take a chance on him. Undrafted free agent. We groomed him up. He might want to take a little bit discount to stay with us. He has been we're going to have a new defense. We have a new defensive coordinator. We have new pieces on this defense. As much continuity as we can, we're going to have a lot of new pieces. The less new pieces, the better. And this guy is still young and coming off one of his best seasons versus taking a gamble on a 30-plus-year-old guy.
But two things to that. What did we just do last year with Bradbury? And where did Bradbury end up?
Bradbury was
wait. Bradbury sucked the year before.
Bradbury had 3 back-to-back seasons with
Bradbury didn't suck the year before.
3 different teams, 3 different defensive coordinators.
Everybody said Bradbury was washed. When we picked him up, everybody was hating on us for picking him up.
Talking about Hassan.
Some Giants fans, they're gonna wash him down, bro.
We're talking about Bradbury.
The Giants defense.
Bradbury was washed because he was with the Giants. Last year, the Minnesota defense, when he was an All-Pro, that's when they had all their defense. But that's when they had Linval Joseph. That's when they had all these cats. Last year, they didn't have none of these cats, and a lot of them got hurt. So maybe that was the reason why. And like I said, even then, his stopping and run, if you're looking at little things that did improve, his stopping and run went up dramatically. He was 81%.
Okay, but BG, last season when we got Bradbury, it was Zach McPherson or James Bradbury. We took that gamble. We already got something good in TJ Edwards. It might not be phenomenal. We were comparing Zach McPherson to James Bradbury. Of course, we were going to gamble on Bradbury. We wasn't about to gamble on no Zach.
But
this is different in this situation. We already got
the league in tackles. We knew Singleton when he led the league in tackles, and we knew TJ leading the league in tackles. We know their ceilings. Their ceilings are done. They're at their ceilings right now. I don't see TJ getting that much better than what he played.
A 30-plus-year-old
So
who's
you
off
see,
a back.
but
Kendricks been one of the best linebackers since he started playing.
BG, you're not making sense. You're not making sense.
How am I not making sense?
You're not making sense. I'm about to tell you why you're not making sense. Because TJ Edwards, what, 24, 25 years old? Kendrick is past his prime, bro.
31.
So you're not his ceiling. He reached his ceiling already. We know what his ceiling is too. So you're not making sense, BJ.
But his ceiling is all pro. When has even TJ made a Pro Bowl? When has even one of those guys made a Pro Bowl? His ceiling is all pro, like best in the league.
He was all pro like 3 years
never made that.
And so
that was like 3 years
Ryan
ago.
Was the MVP. You want
3
him to
years
take
ago, but
over
he only
the
had one bad season.
The last time he was an all pro was when Anthony Barr was on that team.
See, BG's actually thinking right here. Like, listen.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ.
No. For real, bro. Listen here.
Dude, you're tripping.
What I'm saying is this.
Bucking the Kobe that's going to do his thing.
What I'm saying is this. Evidently, we still got questions on TJ. It is what it is. Like, honestly, I'm not going to sit here and say he's the best coverage linebacker. Again, I'm thinking we're going to have to do a lot of zone coverages, a lot of coverage schemes.
Grown-up conversation. Worry about Tony Pollard. We're having a grown-up conversation.
Right? Y'all signing bums. Y'all do what y'all do. But at the end of the day, TJ Edwards, I believe he does bring value to this team. Kendricks, listen, we got a general manager. Y'all got to understand, he's just not going to go out here and just overpay for no free agent. Kendricks is going to test the market. If the market cools down some and the price is right, why not bring him in also? So, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. If it came down to signing them both, listen, I'm telling you right now, look, I'm going to go with Kendricks just because I know TJ Edwards right now, he's got some coverage issues that I'm just not truly, it is what it is. I think we need to draft linebackers.
So y'all saying we ain't see TJ Edwards from his first year all the way to this year improve? And he's still young.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Y'all talking about switching this entire
the defense is already switched. We already here. This ain't no talking about switching it. Bro, the game has been switched, is what I'm saying. It's going to come down to this defensive coordinator, period. Which type of a mold of a linebacker are you looking for, right? Who, in your opinion, who has better coverage skills, I guess, to fit a system? Would you go with Kendricks or would you go with Edwards?
All right, so we saying, y'all, we just opened the show with saying that the dude running 3-4 defense, right? They both gonna be learning a new defense. They both are. Eric Kendricks played in a 4-4 defense his whole career. They both gonna be learning a new defense. I'm taking the younger guy. If we gonna start over, because we're gonna lose all these dudes, a lot of these dudes regardless. If we gonna start over, I'd rather go younger and keep this dude around a little bit longer.
Respect. Nah,
that's you gonna have to pay Eric Kendricks way more than you paying TJ Edwards. It don't matter what market you testing, nothing. You gonna have to pay him more. So I'd rather take the younger, cheaper guy that can grow with this team than a dude that's gonna be here for probably 2 years. And then
you're forgetting about the whole Nakobe Dean factor. Nakobe Dean.
I'm not forgetting about it. I'm not a big Nakobe Dean fan, so I'm gonna say that every time.
Like, Kendrick's been one of the best linebackers in the game for like the last 8 years, guys. Like, he's a proven commodity. This is not some guy that we're gonna go, oh, we want to see what Kendrick could do on the team. This dude is a bona fide stud. Nakobe Dean to replace TJ Edwards.
BG, how much would you pay him?
No, that's why we drafted him in the first place.
Didn't you say that he was coming off his worst year?
For him statistically, it wasn't that bad of a year. For him statistically, his statistically worst year.
So how much would you
pay? We need as much with all the change, we need as much continuity that we can have. Okay,
TJ is not the same. So you can't say continuity because they all learned something new.
You said what?
See, we
is not the same. You're all learning something new. So TJ playing last year doesn't mean TJ gonna be the same player this year.
She's just talking about team chemistry. Period.
Team chemistry. Bringing the new guys in. Continuity in the locker room. Continuity on the field. It's gonna be some other returners besides just.
I'm not opposed to signing TJ Edwards, but regardless, we need more help than just signing TJ Edwards. Like, regardless, and we gonna
need more help than replacing TJ with Kendricks. That ain't
replacing TJ with Kendricks.
The Vikings cut him for a reason,
with Kendricks.
If he run up, he's the dog linebacker that y'all talking about. The Vikings cut him for a reason. They cut him for a reason.
And their defense not that good no more. They don't have the players.
If he really was the dude y'all talking about, he is.
Because they lost all the good players on the defense. He was the only last star on the defense left.
What that mean though? That's the whole point of keeping him then.
No,
the only star you got left for your defense.
You restock it. You're getting new players in there. He's not the same player. I mean, he's not.
We over here. We're really having this argument about TJ Edwards and Kendricks. They both mid, in my opinion. Neither one right now.
I don't know about.
No. Neither one are playing at no extremely high level that we need to go out there and break the bag on neither one.
Old mid? Would you want to bring in some old mid or rock with the
31? He's not even that old.
I'm gonna take some knowledge
from Bobby Wagner. He's older than him. Bobby knows.
If Kendricks is requesting a lower amount, if Howie's able to finesse Kendricks for a lower amount than TJ, I'm all for that. If Kendricks is requesting more than TJ Edwards, I'm going with TJ. That's cool too. But we still ain't done. We still ain't done. That is
when you go TJ Edwards over.
I agree.
He's way better than TJ Edwards. We're talking about
playing without a salary cap. I would agree with you.
3 years in, we're still like having questions about the guy. Kendrick from point A, he was defensive rookie of the year, and he was all pro 19. Like, he's been good his whole time, except for last year. Like, he went down a little bit last year, but he's been like the best linebacker, one of the best linebackers in the league the whole time. TJ never been the best linebacker in the league ever.
So you let your best linebacker walk over 10 mil, BJ?
Ever.
That's what I'm saying. They say something that they ain't like, and they let the dude walk.
That's just like the Chiefs letting go.
Too much.
That's like the Chiefs letting go.
That's what happened.
Chiefs let go.
You just said they let every star on the defense go, and he was the only one on there. You're going to want to keep one of your focal pieces on there, right?
What are the Titans doing right now? What are the Chiefs doing right now? Chiefs just let go their best defensive lineman today.
Who? Frank Clark?
Yeah.
Well, that's because of money. And they're good.
The Titans let go their best offensive lineman.
Comparing the Chiefs to the Vikings is two totally different things.
Chiefs just won a Super Bowl. They got
situation.
Good. As long as they got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, they don't got to worry about a goddamn thing. As long as Travis and they got Patrick and Travis, they're good. Comparing them to the Vikings is totally two different situations. If you're the Vikings, you're clawing on to whatever little pieces of talent you have. You can afford to let some dudes skirt when you got Patrick and Travis Kelce, because at the end of the day, that's all it takes.
But they got new coaching. New schemes. Just like we're saying right now, we got new schemes, new coaching. Maybe he doesn't fit that coaching staff. He was there when Gannon was there. That's when he was his all-pro year. You know what I'm saying? When Gannon was still there and they're running that same big Fangio defense, that's when he was all-pro. They think of that defense that maybe doesn't fit him very well, then yes, you can go let go of a guy like that. It's not that.
We're not saying he's not replaceable though. Pull that. Yeah, right there. Queasy. We're not saying he's not replaceable. We're just saying this situation is not a good situation to replace him.
Exactly.
Right? If you go,
you guys are missing the fact. Y'all think I'm talking about Eric's replacing TJ? He's not. That's the whole.
No, I was talking about the comment.
Dean is replacing TJ. That's what we're doing. We're promoting Dean to replace TJ because Dean is a Mike linebacker that we need in the middle.
Look, we can all agree on this. We all said that we agree. If Buddy wants less money, is willing to come for less, we would take him. Right. But if he's willing to come, but if he wants more money than what TJ wants, we're keeping the devil we know for less money. We can all agree on that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I agree on winning the Super Bowl. Okay, we
vet
made it
minimum
there. I want
minimum.
better players at different positions, and he is hands down better than White and TJ Edwards. Hands down. No one can argue that.
And there's a lot of players that are great than others, but you can't afford everybody. If we could just go and replace everybody with players that are free agents and greater than everybody, then we wouldn't even be having this discussion. But there's something called the salary cap.
Yeah, y'all acting like we don't got money.
Y'all act like Howard wasn't $70 million over the salary cap getting us good players. Like
y'all acting like we don't got money issues
right now. We could be plus 33 by the time free agency starts.
Cash. You
We
looking at
buried the salary
you need to be
cap.
looking at the little Ford Focuses. You over here looking at Bugattis, okay?
Yeah, we ain't getting Kendricks. Period. We ain't doing it. I don't think it's happening. Period.
The moral of the story is, as much as Kendrick can help us out, we got some other fish to fry. And can't y'all have no
Facts.
I see Gardner.
But there's no way, bro. Hold on, Cool Cat. How you a beast? But you about to lose 8 defensive players. Potentially 8 defensive players. How are we not that good, bro?
We don't need all 8 of them back, though. That's the problem.
We need a lot of them, though.
We don't need a lot of free agents, but we only need like 3 of them back.
You got Fletch. You got Fletch and Hargreaves about to walk out.
You don't need Hargreaves back, for real.
You got Fletch and Hargreaves about to walk out the door. Bradbury, Calijah White.
If you draft a corner, you need. Who?
But you.
Who else?
All right, go on. We're gonna move on.